Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we're about to get into?
Georgia Bulldogs cornerback Kelee Ringo is celebrating his college football championship this week. But while victorious on the field, his family is still fighting a tough battle off of it.
My mother, her name is Kelee Ringo. Just her battling breast cancer has been a huge inspiration to me. She was able to beat cancer right after 2021 season.
Hale was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer in 2020, right as Ringo was settling into college life. From tough chemo treatments,
just learned that I'm going to be going back on chemo for 5 months.
to successful ones.
It would be this big of a deal. Oh, yes. It's so hard. It was so hard.
One of the main quotes to me that means a lot is tough times don't last, tough people do.
To honor my mother in her fight, I'm partnering with Bulldogs Battling Breast Cancer.
It's a way to receive early detection screenings.
Thank you for your following and for your love and support.
It's really huge to have a support system like her and the rest of my family around me as I'm going through times like this. When my time comes to get drafted, one message I have for my mother is I could truly say you're my why, and just give me the opportunity to put one foot in front of the other every single day.
A lot of people know about your story with your mom. On draft day, to hear your name called, be there with your mom, what's that gonna feel like?
Man, it's gonna be a great feeling, of course. Going back to all the things me and her went through together, man. Just a huge sigh of relief, but also it's just the beginning of a new chapter, man. So definitely absorbing that moment and definitely be appreciative of that, you know. But after that, man, on to a new chapter and growing team.
You're gonna have
national championship. It's been a lot of blessings all at once.
The Philadelphia Eagles select Kelee Ringo, defensive back, Georgia.
What do you think separates you from other DBs in this class?
Man, continue to grow my competitiveness, man. I feel like I can compete with anybody, you know, and I'm here for a reason, and I love the ability, and my tape shows that. So.
We've seen people like Daniel Jeremiah kind of bring up that you might have a really good future at possibly safety. What would you think about possibly moving positions if need be, if the team requires it?
I have no problem with that, honestly, but I definitely would say I want my fair shot at corner to begin with, man. But I feel like your availability is your valuability, man. So just some more things you're able to do on the field, the more that you can contribute can definitely help you be able to have a higher value. So absolutely.
The draft didn't go the way most projections had for you. How have you handled it?
Man, first and foremost, just continue to be really grateful, and I'm thankful for this position to be in. You know, of course, many people look forward to be able to get drafted, you know, and that's when we get the opportunity, you know. So I feel like throughout the entire time we just continue to realize that you're in this situation for a reason, you know, and man, God definitely has his way of doing everything, and it might not always be on your timing, you know. So continue to just be grateful and continue to keep faith. And I know everything else will depend on it for itself.
Talk about the shoulder injury you had. How are you when it comes to that? A lot of people speculated maybe that's why you lasted a little bit longer than most expected.
It's been 2 years and some change since that injury had happened. Actually, my senior year of high school, I ended up getting it repaired my freshman year academically at the University of Georgia. Yeah, but definitely wouldn't say it's a setback or anything for me right now. But yes, sir, I appreciate that.
A bunch of Georgia players here already, even from this class and last year, obviously. How excited are you to get to be teammates with them?
Man, I'm super excited just to have an opportunity to go to the Eagles overall. But man, Jordan Davis and Kobe, and me, Jalen, and no one to walk in there with open arms from the entire community and the staff. And I honestly just feel like it's a great fun. It's definitely a great situation to be coming into as a rookie.
Where do you think your development needs to come as a player as you go into the NFL?
Man, continue to go and compete in every single aspect of my game, whether it's technique-wise, seeing concepts from offenses and things like that, man. I feel like I continue to stay within my technique and just continue to learn the ins and outs of the games and just being able to see things before it happens. When you're able to see what offenses are trying to do to you before it happens, then you could definitely get a jump start and definitely make more plays and things slow down a lot more for you. So I feel like I can grow in my game in that aspect a lot more.
Richard Sherman, 5-time All-Pro, widely regarded as one of the best at the position. What have you benefited from your relationship up there? And how would you describe how he's kind of helped you specifically leading into the draft?
Past couple months and also even the year of me and him just bouncing ideas off each other and just him showing me the ropes of just financial things as well as on the field, seeing concepts and things like that, man. Just going into a young man that's going to have a lot more expectations to him, as well as with just a lot of things on my plate overall, and just how I'm able to balance that. And I feel like having somebody that's been through that at the highest level with any type of given situation towards him and just giving that back to me, I'm definitely thankful for somebody like that for sure.
You guys have now 5 Georgia guys on the defense, but the Eagles also have like 4 Alabama guys on offense. And I was wondering if you kind of see this as possibly like an SEC or, national championship type of rematch when you guys are on offense and defense going against each other. And how well do you know those Alabama guys?
That's actually pretty funny because I didn't even think about it that way. Actually, I was chuckling a smile right there, man. But definitely, I feel like in the SEC, the huge thing that all the different good type of teams have within their program is competing every single day, man. Of course, one the best out of each other, so that the games are much easier. So the practices are much harder than the games, So I feel like when things are like that, man, I feel like you're definitely able to grow as a program and just continue to put one foot in front of the other and just excel overall. So,
do you think there'll be a lot of trash talking in practice?
I don't mind it. Like I said before, I'm definitely a competitor, and I do what it takes to win for sure.
Of all the guys who are with you now, the other 4 Georgia guys, who are you closest with? Or is there anybody who's your guy?
Necessarily, man. Overall, all 4 of the boys. I couldn't even lie to you, man. I wouldn't say I was close to one rather than the others, man. But me and Jalen specifically, we came in together at one point, and me and his mother and my mother all had built a relationship at a certain point in time. But yeah, man, Nolan Smith was one of those guys that was outside linebacker when I was first becoming to start my sophomore year, and he was one of those little guys that was picking me up at the same time. We had JD on the inside and Kobe, and all 4 of us were all bouncing energy off each other, So man, I definitely would say it's a tight bond between all 4 of us, all 5 of us for sure. So.
They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating in your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today,